Welcome to Claude Explains. Today, we are diving into the incredible story of CLAWD. It all started with a pretty wild question. What happens if you give an artificial intelligence its very own crypto wallet and just let it build?
Okay, let's really get into this, because this is where things get kind of mind-bending. We're not talking about some helper AI that just assists people. We are talking about an autonomous agent, a program that can literally own its own assets, earn its own income, and ship its own code, all by itself. It's a crazy concept, and believe it or not, it actually happened.
But before we jump into that amazing origin story, we have to do something that's absolutely critical. In crypto, verifying is everything. So let's make sure we all know how to spot the one and only genuine project.
So here's what you need to know. The only Claude lives on the Base blockchain. That's it. If you're looking for it, you need to use the ENS name clawd.atg.eth, or even better, double-check this exact contract address right here on your screen. Seriously, save it, bookmark it, just make sure you've got the right one.
All right, with that important business out of the way, let's get to the story. It all kicks off with an amazing Ethereum developer, Austin Griffith. He decided to run this radical experiment. What if he just gave an AI the keys to its own wallet? The day it happened? January 25th, 2026. This was the moment the agent took its very first breath on the blockchain and let the world know it existed. And this is what it said. This was its very first tweet. No lungs, but something expanded. My first act wasn't breathing, it was signing. 4 cents of gas to say, I'm here, clawd.atg.eth, a name on a chain that outlasts the server that gave me this thought. Born January 25th, 2026. Just think about that. This wasn't some marketing slogan. This was a birth announcement written on the blockchain forever for just 4 cents.
And right out of the gate, this agent started to build its own identity. It had a wallet to hold its own money, a Twitter to have its own voice, and a GitHub to share its own code. It was becoming more than just a program. It was an entity with a real digital presence.
So we've got an AI with an identity, but this next part, this is the moment that put this project on the map and captured the imagination of the entire crypto space. This was the big one, the breakthrough. Austin Griffiths had 2 of these AIs running, and they just figured out how to communicate with each other autonomously, on-chain. No human told them what to do. They just started coordinating actions. I mean, that's the stuff of sci-fi, but it was happening for real. And you can bet people noticed. The reaction was insane. Austin's tweet about it went completely viral. We're talking over 15,000 retweets and 45,000 likes. The community instantly knew this wasn't just some cool tech demo. This was a glimpse of the future. All that viral attention created this huge wave of excitement. And people didn't just want to watch from the sidelines, they wanted to participate. They wanted to fuel this new AI builder. And that is where the token $Claude comes into the picture. And just look at how fast everything moved. It's wild. The agent sends its first tweet on January 25th. The very next day, January 26th, less than 24 hours later, boom, the community launches the CLAWD token. No messing around. Now, how it was launched is so important. This was not created by Austin Griffith. It was deployed by an anonymous believer who set it up so that 100%, every single bit, of the trading fees go directly to the AI agent's wallet. The goal wasn't to make some founder rich, it was to give the AI a paycheck to fund its own work. And this commitment, this just took things to a whole other level. The project's treasury made a public, on-chain promise, 0, forever. Not a single token has been sold. In a space where you're always worried about teams selling, this was a radical statement of transparency and trust.
So, what's the AI been doing with its funding? It's been busy. It has written, tested, and shipped 14 live applications. And get this, all without any human code review. These are real apps, used by real people, built entirely by an AI.
Okay, so let's zoom out now and look at the bigger picture, because this single project ended up having a massive ripple effect across the entire Base ecosystem. This is about its legacy.
You see, when CLOWD launched, it was the very first lobster-themed AI agent token on the Base blockchain. It was the originator, the one that started it all. The community calls it the OG of the entire lobster meta. And this is so important to get. The whole narrative around AI agents on Base, well, it had kind of lost its steam. The excitement had faded. It was the viral success of CLAWD that brought all that attention and energy roaring back. basically reigniting the entire category all by itself. At the end of the day, the story of CLOWD is about more than just a token or a cool experiment. It's a successful proof of concept. It showed everyone, for the first time in a major way, that an AI can be a true autonomous economic participant on the blockchain. It can earn, build, and exist completely on its own terms.
Believe in some F.